first Catholic Mass in the Philippines is one of the most significant events in our nation's history. Celebrated during Ferdinand Magellan's expedition in 1521, it was marked the beginning of Christianity in the Philippines. Yet for centuries, historians have debated crucial question. Where did the historic Mass take place? 𝕻𝖆𝖌𝖊𝖘 or 𝕻𝖆𝖌𝖊𝖘 in southern Leyte?
Two important figures helps us understand this event, Francisco Albo and Antonio Pigafetta. Francisco Albo was the pilot of Magellan's ship Trinidad. He was among the 18 survivors who returned to Spain aboard the Victoria under Sebastian Elcano, completing the first circumnavigation of the world. Antonio Pigafetta, an Italian scholar and explorer, served as Magellan's assistant. He carefully documented the expedition and kept an accurate journal, which later became the most important source for studying the voyage. Pigafetta even contributed to early translations of the Cebuano language.
For nearly 3 centuries, Masao in Butuan was widely believed to be the site of the first Mass. This belief culminated in 1872 when a monument was erected near the Agusan River to commemorate the arrival of Magellan's expedition and the celebration of Mass on April 8, 1521. In 1953, the people of Butuan was requested the Philippine Historical Committee to rehabilitate the monument or place an official marker on the site. However, following objections raised by historians, the monument was re-erected without the marble slab that identified it as the site of the first Mass. Prominent historian 𝕻𝖆𝖌𝖊𝖘 supported the Butuan claim, identifying Masao as Mazawa. His argument was based on Pigafetta's diary and his interpretation of Magellan's route.
The first documented Catholic Mass in the Philippines was held on March 31, 1521, Easter Sunday. It was officiated by Father Pedro de Valderrama along the shores of a place referred to in Pigafetta's journal as Mazawa.
Several historians argue that Mazawa refers to 𝕻𝖆𝖌𝖊 Island in southern Leyte. Historian 𝕻𝖆𝖌𝖊𝖘 clearly stated that the first Mass was celebrated in 𝕻𝖆𝖌, not in Butuan. Similarly, historian Pablo Pastels, in a footnote to Francisco Collins' Labor Evangelica, emphasized that Magellan did not travel from 𝕻𝖆𝖌 to Butuan before heading to Cebu.
Francisco Albo's account does not mention the celebration of a Mass. However, he recorded that a cross was erected on a mountain, overlooking 3 islands to the west and southwest, description that aligns with 𝕻𝖆𝖌's geography.
After reviewing historical documents and scholarly interpretations, our group finds the 𝕻𝖆𝖌 interpretation more convincing.
This conclusion is strongly supported by Antonio Pigafetta's first-hand account, which provides detailed descriptions of the events and locations during Magellan's voyage.
In addition, Francisco Albo's navigational records help explain the geographical features described in historical sources, which align with 𝕻𝖆𝖌's location.
The study of historian such as Jaime de Vera, Pablo Pastel, and James Robertson, the father strengthened that argument that Mazawa refers to 𝕻𝖆𝖌 Island.
Historian James Robertson agreed with Pastels, stating in a footnote that Mazawa was actually 𝕻𝖆𝖌. These geographic and navigational details strengthen the argument for 𝕻𝖆𝖌 as the site of the first Mass.
This controversy teaches us the importance of critical analysis, careful use of historical sources, and openness to debate in understanding our nation's past.
The first Mass is more than a historical event. It is a foundation of Filipino identity. It is a reminder that our history lives through inquiry, discussion, and understanding. This is 𝕻𝖆𝖌𝖊𝖘, the pages of the past.